Change is beautiful.
You Bet Your Life, weekdays at 4:30 on ABC6. This is Southern New England's trusted news source, Good Morning Providence.
Safe and sound, the daughter of Taunton Mayor Sean O'Connell is found after going missing in Ohio. The mayor's message to those who helped find her.
Plus, a rash of mass shootings leaves several people dead and dozens injured, where police are investigating these acts of violence.
And living history and continued memory, why one Rhode Island city is making Juneteenth a 2-day celebration. And good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tara Lenazak.
And I'm Yanni Trigelis. It is Monday, June 19th, and we are off to a warm start to this Juneteenth today. If you're home today celebrating the holiday, going to have some good weather today, right, Skylar?
Right, I would say. We could catch a spot shower here and there later on this evening, so we're not too worried about it right now. So the biggest concern outside is a little bit of patchy fog that we're looking at around the area. It's getting better as we're heading through the morning, so you can kind of see it's definitely cleared up outside. And so some of those areas definitely had a lot of improvement now that we're moving into the 6 o'clock hour here. So here's a look at our weather headlines this morning. So those rain chances, they'll start to increase later on today. So overnight hours primarily is what we're looking at. We could catch a little spot shower here and there, but really it's not a whole lot. So a little sprinkle wouldn't be surprising. But we do have some unsettled weather that's going to be moving. It's going to be sticking with us today and tomorrow. But by the time we get into Wednesday, we'll see much drier conditions. So that's kind of here's your good news for you, Yanni. Dry conditions Wednesday through Friday before we have rain moving in. Sorry to tell you guys that. So we're looking at 57 degrees outside in Providence right now. Winds are calm. Feels a little sticky this morning. So it actually feels a little bit warmer than what it is. But most of us sticking in those 50s around the area. We'll be in the 60s by 8 a.m. And you can kind of see we'll have a mixture of clouds. We'll get some sunshine. It'll kind of move in and out, a couple little spot showers here and there. Not a whole lot. So again, don't get too worried about these little green spots popping up on the map today because they're going to be light sprinkles. So really the heaviest part of these spot showers will be moving in on the overnight hours. So we'll keep the winds pretty light today, about 5 to 10 miles an hour, and those temperatures relatively mild in those upper 60s, low 70s. I'm going to have more details on your forecast and the New Bedford forecast coming up here in just a moment.
All right, Skylar, thank you. We'll see you in just a bit. Our top story this hour, a Father's Day wish come true in Taunton. After days of searching, the daughter of Taunton Mayor Sean O'Connell is found safe in Ohio. O'Connell, she posted to her Facebook page Sunday, elated her daughter, Riley O'Connell, had been found. In a statement, we are grateful that Riley has been found. She is currently receiving medical attention. We thank the Taunton Police Department, the Hilliard Police Department, and Columbus Police Department for all of their incredible efforts. We feel truly blessed to have had so many people praying for her and supporting us throughout this ordeal. And police say she was found in Columbus, Ohio earlier this week. O'Connell said her daughter was missing from a wellness center there, where she was receiving mental health treatment for over a month.
And dozens of families across the U.S. today are shocked after their family members were in a tragic mass shooting. Amy Kiley reports.
It's every parent's worst nightmare, tenfold.
Today's holiday is a time of sadness for many after a string of mass shootings over the weekend. At least one teenager is dead. 9 others were injured in St. Louis. That's after gunfire at a party. In Illinois,
seeing what was coming down the street, and I knew we were going to have a significant response to the area.
At least 22 people were hurt, and 1 is dead after a mass shooting at a Juneteenth celebration yesterday. 5 more are casualties of violence in Chicago. A couple hours east of Seattle, 2 are dead and 2 victims were wounded.
I guess everything just went haywire.
Officials say a suspect opened fire at a festival campground Saturday night. Near Atlanta, at least 5 people are hurt after police say a dispute resulted in gunfire at a nightclub yesterday. And close to Los Angeles, 8 people were injured after a shooting around midnight Saturday. The youngest victim is 16 years old.
You have an officer down.
And it's not just mass shootings. Officials say a man showed up at a central Pennsylvania police station Saturday and began shooting at patrol vehicles. They say he later injured a state trooper, killed this man, and got into a shootout with law enforcement.
The only analogy I could draw is a war zone.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Later today, Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee will sign legislation making June 19th a state holiday. The Juneteenth holiday started with an early celebration in Newport on Sunday. Senator Jack Reed was joined by the Rhode Island Slave History Medallions to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. The organization is a public awareness program that marks historic sites connected to slavery throughout the state.
Today we are celebrating Juneteenth for 2 days in memory of the people in Galveston who found that they were free 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. And everybody that's really interested in living history is here.
The celebration continues today at Washington Square Park.
And the Diocese of Providence announcing that 2 churches in Warren will soon be merging. St. Alexander Parish and St. Mary of the Bay Parish will become one on July 7th. Officials say they came to this decision after requests from both churches. All records, including baptisms, confirmations, marriages, and deaths, will be transferred.
A Cranston man has been arrested following his involvement with a bank robbery Friday morning. The robbery happened at Park Avenue Citizens Bank in Cranston. 58-year-old Gino Rotundo posted bail back in April following his standoff with police in North Providence last year. He also had an active warrant out for his arrest for shoplifting and violating a no-contact order in Coventry. Police arrested Rotundo after he was found sleeping in a storage facility on Phoenix Avenue. Cranston police officer is okay after his cruiser was hit early Sunday morning. It happened around 2:30 near Elmwood Avenue when the officer was responding to a call. Police say another car failed to yield at the intersection and hit the officer's driver's side door. Both the officer and the driver were taken to the hospital and released.
Good Morning Providence, covering political news now. President Joe Biden's re-election campaign continues today in California, where he plans to hold a series of fundraisers and official events focused on climate change.
Now this, as Republicans are still trying to garner attention in an ever-growing Republican primary. ABC's Ika Jochi is in New York with the latest.
After kicking off his campaign in the battleground state of Pennsylvania, this morning, President Biden is making his way across the country to California. He'll first travel to Palo Alto in the Bay Area for a mix of campaign fundraisers and official business, highlighting the urgency of taking bold action on the climate. A White House official says the president will tour a coastal wetland and announce more than $600 million for climate adaptation projects funded by the Inflation Reduction Act and the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. Projects like better protecting our nation's power grid from extreme weather events, as well as preparing coastal and Great Lakes communities for climate change impacts like sea level rise, tidal flooding, and storm surges. Biden's focus on infrastructure was also a central point of his visit to Pennsylvania over the weekend, where he took an aerial tour of the collapsed portion of I-95 in Philadelphia, a roadway that carries over 160,000 cars a day.
There's no more important project right now in the country.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro says a temporary fix to the span is coming much quicker than expected.
We will have I-95 reopened within the next 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, in the race for the White House, Republicans continue to attack former President Donald Trump's legal exposure. In a recent interview, Republican presidential candidate Chris Christie criticizing Trump's conduct.
We would not be here if Donald Trump had simply returned the documents. The dozens of times the government asked him to return them, the times that the grand jury served a subpoena for them. He waited, defied the government, and then wound up having his house raided.
Members of Biden's campaign say he won't hold regular rallies until later in the campaign season. Biden plans to travel to Chicago and Maryland before the end of the month. Ika Jochi, ABC News, New York.
And taking a look outside, just past 6 o'clock, you can see things moving along pretty smooth over there on Thurbers Ave. Want to give you a look at some drive times now, what to expect if you're hitting the road this morning. 95 northbound from Attleboro to Canton. Things looking smooth over there. About a 17-minute ride there.
And still to come on Good Morning Providence, 2 planes collide while on the ground at Logan Airport. What investigators say went wrong. Skylar.
And we are seeing those visibility concerns, they've already improved, but we are looking at temperatures in the 50s right now. We will be warming up as we head into the afternoon, so we'll see those temperatures topping out in those upper 60s and low 70s for our area. So today what you can expect, a mixture of sun and clouds, and then by the time we get into the late evening hours and overnight, we'll see some spotty showers increase in the overnight hours. New Bedford, here's a look at your 4-day forecast. 60s, upper 60s today, and then moving into the 70s by Wednesday and Thursday.
This is not the first all-electric car. That's because no BMW sees the road until it's reached the ultimate standard, our own. A standard that demands every BMW feels exactly like a BMW should. Unparalleled performance and precision handling made possible by electric engineering. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine? Hurry in to lease the 2023 BMW iX xDrive 50 for $929 per month.
My name is Alvin Terrell. I'm a transfer student here at New England Institute of Technology. Transferring to this school has been a process that's been made tremendously easy. And I'm gonna go to this school for 18 months. I'm gonna get my degree, and they're gonna help me find a job. That's important for an adult learner to come in and say, all right, I don't wanna waste a lot of time. I wanna get this done because I still have bills that I need to pay. New England Tech's made a big impact in my life already.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. And they felt dramatic and fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Life has its moments when you're forced to face future challenges.
We were getting larger and larger jobs. Something had to change quickly.
Moments when managing a crisis transforms into creating possibilities.
I needed to double my space, and this came available.
Moments when growing bigger means thinking bigger.
I'll tell anybody that in business, one of the biggest challenges is cash flow.
See the full stories at webstermoments.com.
It's 6:13. Good Morning Providence continues with world headlines. The Special Olympics are officially underway in Berlin, Germany, and the festival will go on until the closing ceremony June 25th. Competitors and coaches alike are speaking on the significance of the games and on how amazing the reception has been so far.
It's a closing of a circle, and it's a great honor to be here and to be accepted so warmly. We're so excited with the torch run, with the games all together. It's amazing. It's just such an elevating experience for all of us, and we are very, very happy to be here. Whoa.
The games will include 26 different sports, 190 countries of participants, and nearly 20,000 volunteers coming together to make it all happen.
The FAA is investigating a close call at Boston's Logan International Airport. A United Airlines plane was traveling at a slow speed when it clipped the tail of a Delta plane parked on the tarmac. Now, a family on the United flight recording the collision. Phil Lipoff has that story.
The FAA investigating how this United plane clipped a parked aircraft on the tarmac at Boston's Logan Airport.
It's not. Oh, it did.
The FAA says just after 7 p.m. Friday, United Flight 369 was taxiing when it bumped the tail of Delta Flight 1657. Passengers were on board both planes. The Fredrickson family speaking with our Boston affiliate WCVB.
I saw this other plane stationary, and we were just driving, and it hit the other plane.
On the same day, at the airport in St. Paul, a near collision avoided at the last minute between American and Delta flights.
Delta 1163, turn left heading 260.
260, Delta 1163.
American 2406, I thought you were going on the right side, sir.
You said left side.
ABC News is aware of at least 8 close calls in the U.S. over the last few months. Friday's incidents come nearly 2 months after the FAA launched a safety review team to address the near collisions after acknowledging an uptick in close calls this year. The FAA now promising to give airports more than $100 million to help prevent runway incursions. Officials say there were no reports of injuries on either plane. Delta and United sent us statements. Delta apologizing for the delay, both airlines saying they're working to rebook all the passengers. Phil Lipoff, ABC News, Newark, New Jersey.
And now, your ABC 6 Storm Tracker meteorologist, Skylar Spindler.
So we are looking at the view outside right now. A little foggy, but at least it's a little bit higher up right now. So those visibility concerns are increasingly getting better. It's 57 degrees outside, and the dew points are running the same as our temperature, so it feels a little muggy. Winds are pretty light though right now at 5 miles an hour. So here's a look at those visibility concerns. Like I said, it is getting a little bit better. Taunton showing about 1.25 miles visibility, but that looks like it's our heaviest part. So if you're in that area heading north, you might want to use a little extra time on your way, but it is starting to clear. So temperatures right now, we are in the 50s and it feels a little warmer, and that's just because our dew points are matching that outside and the winds are light. So the setup going into today is that we had that low pressure system. It's already moved on out of here, but it is leaving us with some of this unsettled weather. So we have a couple of these little waves of energy that could be just popping up some spotty little showers here and there. Again, it'll be more like sprinkles, might see 1 or 2 around the area as we get into the evening hours and especially more into the overnight. So as we get into 10 a.m., we are going to be in those 60s, so it will warm up quickly. We'll have a mixture of these sun and clouds through the day. Again, we'll see some of these little pop-ups here and there, quick little passing light showers for our area. And again, just because we have those little bits of waves of energy, that's just giving us that little umph to give us some little light showers here and there because of that unstable weather pattern. But for our highs today, we'll be in those upper 60s and low 70s. We'll have that mixture of sun and clouds. We'll keep the winds pretty light today. So here's a look at the marine forecast. So high tide comes in at 9:29 a.m. and then our low tide will be in at 2:28 p.m. Winds will be not too bad out of the east, 5 to 10 knots with 2 feet swells. Water temperature in Newport is 62 degrees. So now we're watching the tropics right now. So the one that we are focused on is here in the red. So this one has the development of 90% in the next 2 days. This is Invest 92L. So here's what we're watching with this one. So I actually plugged in some sea surface temperatures just to show how warm the water is. So the water is in the 80s right now. So here's some of our tropical tracks that we're watching as this one's starting to work its way off the coast of Africa and towards us. So hopefully we'll keep that one turning out to sea. But here's a look at our 7-day forecast. So for today, we'll be in those upper 60s and low 70s around the area. For tomorrow, about the same as what we're seeing today. Wednesday is our first day of summer, but it's starting to feel like it. We do start to warm up as we head into Thursday, so we have that dry pattern Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Temperatures warming up. We'll see 80 degrees by Saturday. However, with the good news comes the bad news. We have some scattered showers that'll be popping up into the forecast for Saturday and Sunday.
I think it's time for us to find out what Skylar's pick of the week is.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, pop that 7-day back up again. I'm probably going to go midweek, you guys. The Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just because it's dry. So I kind of like Wednesday just because it's the first day of summer.
Yeah, nice pick-me-up to get us through the week.
Kind of sets the tone too, right? You know, right into summer, some nice weather.
Yes. Right, so it's kind of nice.
Good omen.
Yes, let's hope this trend continues. So pick of the week. I'm gonna go. Do I have to pick one?
No.
Yeah, no. But I'm gonna take the Wednesday.
You know
Thursday.
me, no rules here. Yeah, sure. Wednesday, Thursday, it's fine.
I like the drier days.
Perfect. So, all right. Awesome. Well, thank you, Skylar. Let's talk about festivals since summer's kicking off on Wednesday. In Assonet, the Tuesday Club hosting its 34th annual Strawberry Festival. This year, the festival featured over 40 vendors, live entertainment, and of course, lots of strawberries. Yum. One of the organizers says the event is the biggest fundraiser for scholarships given to Freetown students.
It's our primary fundraiser for the scholarship program that we have. Tuesday Club has been in existence since 1893 in town, and it has been a major force to promote the library, and we do a lot of social and mostly charitable things for things within the town, pretty much.
More than 40 vendors took part in the festival. It's 6:20.
Still to come on Good Morning Providence. A family spends the day at Fenway catching the Sox-Yankee series, but a surprise play off the field has a father and his two sons celebrating. What happens after his youngest throws a foul ball back on the field?
For great value, go with the longest lasting brand, Toyota. And at the Toyota Summer Value Event, you can save up to $1,300 with affordable 3.99% financing on an all-wheel drive RAV4. And every RAV4 comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more.
The longest lasting brand.
So for a vehicle with long-lasting value, see your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Frisky's World, the perfect reminder that life's more fun in the deep end.
Yeah, so never stop exploring, always keep it real.
And do whatever floats your boat, just like we do.
Feed their fantasy.
Friskies.
At Cox Mobile, we know other mobile companies like you to stay put with one type of plan. But we know life can take you anywhere, which is why you get the freedom to choose a data plan that actually fits you. And the ease of changing it up anytime. Choose between pay-as-you-gig or gig unlimited, all while running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. Flexibility feels good. Cox Mobile, we're different because you're different.
This 4th, we're throwing a 4 for the 4th celebration with lots of top-rated 4s to shop, like 4 of my best-selling playgroup sectionals. Keep it fun and functional on my playbook, only $9.99. Or go with my highly rated Playscape for only $12.99. Don't forget my playroom, also $12.99. Stretch out in style on my 4-piece playground, only $24.99. With financing options to fit your budget. You guessed it, 4 plans to choose from. Join the 4 for the 4th celebration at Bob's. It's gonna be lit.
Something doesn't feel right to you, call Attorney O'Due, a new face to the law. You've got questions, he's got answers. Injured? Don't let it linger. Bad employer? Contact your lawyer. Every case our firm handles starts with a free consultation, so call today.
Get ready to head out the door in the morning with Forecast on the 6th. Your local weather updated every 10 minutes. Plan ahead with an hour-by-hour extended forecast.
Red Jet Stream is bringing in this cool air.
It's everything you need to know about the weather before you head out the door. Watch Forecast on the 6th, weekday morning starting at 5 a.m. only on ABC 6.
6:23, trending now, a Father's Day with the family to remember. Nothing beats a day at the ballpark with Dad, but this next play is now going viral. A foul ball is hit high into left field, becomes a nice piece of baseball memorabilia. However, the heartwarming moment quickly took a turn south when the youngster tosses the ball right back onto the field. His older brother didn't take it very well, but with the bad comes some good. Red Sox pitcher Kenley Jansen saw what happened and gifted the family a signed ball and jersey later in the game. The Red Sox swept the Yankees in a day-night doubleheader. Wow.
I still can't get over the older brother, the water bottle, throwing it down, crying into Dad's arms.
So upset.
It's just a perfect depiction of two brothers
Yes.
at the ballpark.
I know, I saw that image going around everywhere of just him devastated that his little brother did that, and that would be you as a little kid, just devastated.
I think so.
I feel like it would be me too, just to not even, I wouldn't be the biggest baseball fan as a kid, but I would just be like, why would you throw it back out there?
And then even if the brother didn't throw the ball in,
Yeah.
it would have been the fight of who gets the ball.
Who gets the ball? That would have
would've
been the next one.
Yeah. So there was no win in that scenario for Dad, but the win was they got the jersey, they got another ball, and of course the Red Sox got a win on Father's Day.
Yes,
so I
against
think
the Yankees. Let's go. That's
makes
what matters
makes it
right
even
there.
better.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Well, in Portsmouth, the Rotary Club hosting its 65th annual Father's Day car show. The show had over 300 cars on display and was held at Portsmouth Abbey for the first time since the pandemic. The event is hosted by the Portsmouth Tiverton Rotary Club, a nonprofit organization which President Charlene Patton says gives all the money raised back to local communities.
So the Portsmouth Tiverton Rotary is a nonprofit organization. We combined it with Tiverton last year, and all the money that we raise goes back into the community to help different people and different organizations.
There was also music, food trucks, and awards like the President's Award, and of course, Best in Show.
Let's get a check of that forecast with meteorologist Skylar Spindler.
We're looking at the temperatures as we start to head through the day, so we are warming up. We'll be in those upper 60s and 70s by lunchtime today. And you can kind of see here as we head into the afternoon. I wouldn't be surprised if we catch a little sprinkle here and there, but nothing that's going to be inundating the area. So we'll have a mixture of these sun and clouds moving through, but again, just some of those spot showers. As we head into the evening hours, that's where our rain chances will start to increase. So we are expecting temperatures in those upper 60s and low 70s for our high today. And we'll keep the winds fairly light, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. But again, like I said, we could get some of these little random stray spot showers popping up just because we have a little wave of energy. And we have this unstable weather pattern for today and tomorrow. So we'll see those rain chances increase into the overnight. And again, when I say increase, we're only looking at 20%. So that's not very much. So just a few of us will see it. Most of us won't see anything at all. Moving into Wednesday, that is our first day of summer. We are warming up. We are on a dry trend heading into Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, dry and nice warming temperatures. Moving into Saturday, we warm up to the 80s, but we have some scattered showers popping up in the area. And then the same thing for Sunday. So not total washouts right now. We're looking at just seeing some afternoon showers move into the area with those temperatures in the 80s.
Let's bring you outside to the Washington Bridge with our ABC 6 Skycam at 6:26 right now. Let's take a look at some travel times for you. All right, 195 westbound state line to the 95 split, about 3 minutes, so okay there. 24 northbound ticked up just a little bit, about 30 minutes, but still looking okay out there. In 627.
Still to come on Good Morning Providence, 2 for the price of 1. A pair of Rhode Island churches are merging. We'll tell you which ones.
Plus, a man wanted in a Cranston bank robbery is behind bars. Details on the suspect's lengthy rap sheet. You're watching Good Morning Providence on ABC 6. Thanks for waking up with us. We'll be right back.
Sleeping hot is the biggest complaint we hear. Check out the new Tempur-Breeze. You can feel up to 10 degrees cooler every night. And now get up to 60 months no interest. Stay cool, like me. Experience the Sleep Lab at Jordan's.
Use the finest quality materials. Beautiful takes on a whole new meaning. Outdoor Living Materials is proud to provide its customers with the very best by carrying Keystone Hardscapes. Keystone Hardscapes is the premier hardscape solution for pavers, walls, and more. If you've dreamed of a breathtaking landscaped backyard that will continue to look beautiful year after year, rely on Keystone's trusted wall solutions, patio stones, and outdoor living elements to make your dream a reality.
I started screening for colon cancer because of my late husband, Jay. I wish he could have seen our daughter, Ellie, get married on the best day of her life. But colon cancer took him from us, like it's taken so many others. That's why I've made it my mission to talk about getting screened and ask people to share their reasons why.
I screen for my growing family. Being with them means everything to me.
I screen for my girls. They're always surprising me.
I screen for my son. I'm his biggest fan.
If you're 45 or older and at average risk, it's time to screen. Today, there are more screening options than ever before, including Cologuard.
Cologuard is non-invasive and finds 92% of colon cancers, even in early stages. It's not for those at high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you.
Everyone has a reason to screen for colon cancer. If you're 45 or older, get started at missiontoscreen.com.
These are spectacular. I wonder who the artist is.
Glorious colors.
I can see myself in that backyard.
Cambridge pavers bring a backyard to life. And Cambridge pavers will keep their rich colors and stay beautiful for years to come, thanks to the unique Armortech process. Let Cambridge make a masterpiece of your home.
With Armortech, you'll have your dreams come true.
Snoring keeping you up? Temper Ergo Smart Bases detects snoring and automatically raises your head that may reduce snoring. And now get up to 60 months no interest. Now you both can sleep undisturbed. Experience the Sleep Lab at Jordan's.
This is Southern New England's trusted news source, Good Morning Providence.
Well, good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Providence. I'm Yanni Tregellis.
And I'm Tara Linazek. It's 6:30. Happy Monday to everyone. We made it through the weekend. We're starting off the weekend off right because it's a little warm outside, which me and Yanni are really liking. But Skylar has more in store for you for what's in store for the weekend. Kickoff to summer on Wednesday.
Yeah, excited about that. Looking forward to the warmer temperatures. But for today, well, we're looking outside right now. A little foggy, but at least it's lifting up a bit, so it's not quite at the surface. So those visibility problems that we were experiencing in the last hour have finally started to improve. So headlines, here's what we're watching as we head into this week. So we do have some rain chances that will increase later on today and into the overnight. Not much, just less than 20%. But we're going to stay unsettled today and tomorrow. But by the time we get into Wednesday through Friday, we're going to have some dry conditions. We have a high pressure system moving in, and that's going to change our weather pattern for the rest of the week. But right now, Providence sitting at 57 degrees, those dew points. So that means a lot. It's equal to our temperature outside. It's feeling a little warm. It feels a little muggy. And the winds are out of the east-northeast at 5 miles an hour, but they're still pretty light. So there's not a whole lot of movement going on. So temperature-wise around the area, most of us sitting in those mid to upper 50s, but we do warm up quickly. And though it does feel warm outside now, we'll get even warmer as we head through the day. So we are looking at those 60s by 8 a.m. We'll have some of these clouds really starting to increase, so we'll get a mixture of sun and clouds as we move through the day today. So some of us will get some sunshine at times, and then the clouds move in, and then we get the sunshine, and then a couple of little spotty pop-up showers, some little sprinkles really is what we're looking at here and there as we head into the later afternoon hours. So we'll be expecting temperatures in the upper 60s and some low 70s around the area. Winds will stay light today, and like I said, that afternoon just spot sprinkle. Wouldn't surprise me if we saw just a tiny little shower here and there, but nothing to be worried about. Just it's going to be, typical New England for today. So Newport, let's get you through the day today. You're going to see those 60s. Again, you'll have a mixture of the sun and clouds throughout the day today. You'll be in the upper 60s for your high at 3 o'clock today. I'm going to have more details on your full forecast and the New Bedford forecast coming up here in just a moment.
All right, Skylar, thank you. Our top story this hour at 6:32, a Father's Day wish come true in Taunton. After days of searching, the daughter of Taunton Mayor Sean O'Connell is found safe in Ohio. O'Connell posted to her Facebook page Sunday, elated her daughter, Riley O'Connell, had been found. In a statement, "We are grateful that Riley has been found. She is currently receiving medical attention. We thank the Taunton Police Department, the Hilliard Police Department, and Columbus Police Department for all their incredible efforts. We feel truly blessed to have had so many people praying for her and supporting us through this ordeal." And police say she was found in Columbus, Ohio. Earlier this week, O'Connell said her daughter was missing from a wellness facility in Ohio where she was receiving mental health treatment for over a month.
And in Massachusetts, a mile-long oil spill in Buzzards Bay prompting a quick response from first responders. Multiple agencies, including the U.S. Coast Guard, responded to the area of Cleveland Ledge on Sunday. Officials there say a 100-foot wide spill will dissipate on its own and should have no environmental impact on the area. Meanwhile, in Bourne, a 5-car crash on one of Cape Cod's busiest bridges brought traffic to a near halt on Saturday. The cars collided head-on and forced the Sagamore Bridge to close until the wreckage had been removed. Now, the bridge is one of 2 that connects Cape Cod to the mainland, and officials there say several people were injured and taken to the hospital. All of them, however, are expected to be okay.
Later today, Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee will sign legislation making June 19th a state holiday. The Juneteenth holiday with an early celebration in Newport on Sunday. Senator Jack Reed was joined by the Rhode Island Slave History Medallions to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. The organization is a public awareness program that marks historic sites connected to slavery throughout the state.
Today we are celebrating Juneteenth for 2 days in memory of the people in Galveston who found that they were free 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. And everybody that's really interested in living history is here.
And the celebration continues today at Washington Square Park.
The Diocese of Providence announcing that two churches in Warren will soon be merging. St. Alexander Parish and St. Mary of the Bay Parish will become one on July 7th. Officials say they came to the decision after requests from both churches. All records, including baptisms, confirmations, marriages, and deaths, will be transferred over.
A Cranston man has been arrested following his alleged involvement with a bank robbery Friday morning. The robbery happened at Park Avenue Citizens Bank in Cranston. 58-year-old Gino Rotundo posted bail back in April following his standoff with police in North Providence last year. He also had an active warrant out for his arrest for shoplifting and violating a no-contact order in Coventry. Police arrested Rotundo after he was found sleeping in a storage facility on Phoenix Avenue. A Cranston police officer is okay after his cruiser was hit early Sunday morning. It happened around 2:30 near Elmwood Avenue when the officer was responding to a call. Police say another car failed to yield at the intersection and hit the officer's driver's side door. Both the officer and the driver were taken to the hospital and released. A Juneteenth celebration in Illinois, a music festival in Washington State, and a party in St. Louis, all turning deadly over the weekend when gunfire erupted.
Yeah, at least 4 people were killed in the violence and dozens more injured. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert with the latest.
The violence unfolding over the weekend. 3 more mass shootings that left 4 people dead. In Willowbrook, Illinois, a Juneteenth celebration ending in chaos.
We just started her to shoot before we had us, so we dropped down.
It was chaos.
At least 22 people shot, one of them fatally.
It's kind of becoming something where it's like inescapable.
Police say they do not know how many suspects or firearms were involved.
The motive behind this incident is unclear, and this is still an active investigation.
In St. Louis, Missouri, a 17-year-old killed. 9 other teens injured when a gunman opened fire at a party on the 5th floor of this office building.
Ages 15 to 19, 1 o'clock in the morning in an office building that we're trying to figure out who had authority to it.
And in Washington State, at least 2 people were killed and 3 others injured, including the alleged gunman, in a shooting near the Beyond Wonderland Electronic Dance Music Festival.
Active shooting at Gorge Amphitheater. I'm not requesting any state assistance.
According to the sheriff's office, the suspected shooter walked away from the scene before officers tracked him down.
The shooter continued to shoot randomly into the crowd, and the suspect was eventually taken into custody.
According to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been at least 310 mass shootings across the country so far this year, which have resulted in the deaths of more than 820 kids aged 17 and under. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Taking a live look outside now at the I-Way Bridge, and you can see things moving along smoothly out there this morning. Give you a look at some of your drive times as well. If you're heading out the door, Route 114 northbound Whitechurch to 195, looking at a 10-minute ride there. 95 northbound heading toward Thurbers. Also, things moving smoothly over on that side, a 10-minute ride. And then Route 1 northbound from Kingstown Road to the Route 4 split, looking at a 8-minute commute there.
It's 6:37.
And still to come on Good Morning Providence. Pope Francis is back preaching just 2 days out from getting released from the hospital. What doctors are saying about his upcoming workload.
Plus, the government's unemployment report for May showed a higher than expected number of new jobs. Is this a good time to be looking? Some tips for potential job seekers. Skylar.
We're looking at those temperatures outside. We're in the 50s right now, but it feels a little bit warmer. We're warming up today. We'll see those upper 60s and low 70s for our highs, so you can expect a mixture of sun and clouds, with those temperatures being pretty nice, with the winds light, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Also, we could catch a little spot shower here and there as we head into the evening hours. Your New Bedford forecast today will be in the upper 60s. Same for tomorrow. Dry pattern moving into the area. We'll see 70-degree temperatures for Wednesday and Thursday. I'll have your full 7-day forecast coming up here in just a moment. Get your out-the-door forecast with me weekday mornings starting at 5 a.m.
After an accident, you expect the insurance company to pay what's rightfully fair. Oftentimes, that doesn't happen.
After my accident, I called D'Oliveira and Associates.
They got me more than I expected.
Call D'Oliveira and Associates on the Hurt Line right now.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room. so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day you'll be able to transform this pile of plastic pieces into a superbot, which could transform you from just Julian's dad into Julian's hero. Introducing multi-gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today.
Find the perfect talent to drive your business forward with BJ's Temp Service, Southern New England's premier supplier of labor. BJ's Temp Service provides a large network of labor across a variety of industries, including seafood processing, warehousing, manufacturing, housekeeping, and more. Simply let BJ's Temp Service know the skills you need, how many workers, and how long the assignment is, and they handle everything. Effortlessly hire top talent for your next project with BJ's Temp Service. We take the stress out of hiring. Call BJ's Temp Service today.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students.
When you're seriously injured in an accident, the insurance company is playing to win. They're trying to keep the money you are owed. Protect your future. Tell them you mean business. Call D'Oliveira and Associates on the Hurt Line right now.
Welcome back. It is 6:41. We have new details on Pope Francis the Pontiff, back on the job just 2 days after being released from the hospital. He greeted thousands in St. Peter's Square Sunday morning for his traditional prayer service.
And doctors are urging him to take it easy as he resumes his duties. Here's ABC's Ines de la Cuatera.
Pope Francis back at his duties, delivering his first Sunday prayer after a 9-day stint at a Rome hospital following surgery.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buongiorno.
Thanking those who showed him affection, care, and friendship while he recovered, saying they had given him great comfort.
Promossa dalle Nazioni Unite.
The 86-year-old at times appearing slightly breathless, his voice softer than usual, but he otherwise appeared in good spirits, standing to deliver his 10-minute prayer. Pope Francis leaving the hospital on Friday after undergoing an operation to remove intestinal scar tissue and repair an abdominal hernia, joking to reporters that he is still alive. But the procedure renewed concerns about his health as one of history's oldest popes. Earlier this year, the Pope was hospitalized for 3 days with acute bronchitis, and in 2021, he had surgery to remove 13 inches of his large intestine, spending 10 days in the hospital. Today, the conclusion from the pontiff's prayer met with chants from the faithful. Long live the Pope.
And the Pope has a number of trips planned this summer, first to Portugal and then to Mongolia. His surgeon telling Vatican media the Pope is well enough to travel and that he'll now be in better condition to do so. Ines de la Cuatera, ABC News, London.
In political news at 5:30, President Biden is officially back on the campaign trail. He opened up his 2024 bid with a rally in Pennsylvania after he visited the collapsed section of I-95 on Saturday. His re-election bid is already off to a good start, earning the endorsement of the powerful labor group AFL-CIO.
I'm more honored by your endorsement than you can imagine. Coming this early, it's going to make a gigantic difference in this campaign.
Biden is heading to fundraisers in California next, then Illinois and Maryland, all before the end of June. We turn now to the job market and an indication that Americans are beginning to take it a bit slower at the office.
Yeah, it comes just as more companies are looking for help from teenagers. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert to explain.
This morning, new evidence that Americans, notorious for working long hours at the office, even during summer, are finally cutting back.
I'm also going to need you to go ahead and come in on Sunday, too.
Saying no to those extra hours. The average number of hours worked per week dropped to 34.3 last month. That's below the pre-pandemic average. The Wall Street Journal reports in many cases, companies are finally filling open positions, taking the burden off everyone else. But in many other cases, workers are simply choosing a better work-life balance.
Demand is high everywhere.
And that could leave more work for teenagers this summer. Places like this water and amusement park in Maine rely on teen workers all season long.
So we're all kind of battling for a relatively small market.
Demand is especially high for lifeguards this summer due to a shortage that's forced thousands of pools to reduce hours or close altogether. But from camp workers and sports instructors to retail and restaurant jobs, teen hiring overall is up this year, and so is the pay, now averaging nearly $15 an hour, a 9% increase from last summer. Construction offers one of the highest wages for teens at nearly $18 an hour.
Teens are relatively low paid compared to other workers in the labor force. That's going to be an advantage for employers to hire teens.
Summer jobs in western states such as California, Nevada, Washington, and Arizona are seeing some of the highest paychecks thanks to higher minimum wages in those states. One survey found Los Angeles, Tucson, and Las Vegas are among the cities with the best paying summer jobs. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And now, your ABC 6 Storm Tracker meteorologist, Skylar Spindler.
Taking a look outside, looks a little foggy. It is some low clouds lying there. Some of the fog is lifted up off the ground, so it's a little bit better at the surface. But Providence looking at 57 degrees. Dew points are matching that of the temperature, so it's going to feel a little muggy outside this morning. Feels warmer than what 57 might typically feel like, but the winds are out of the east-northeast about 6 miles an hour. So visibility much better than what we saw in the 5 o'clock hour. So really most of us are looking at it being pretty clear at the surface. So we're looking at those temperatures around the area, those mid to upper 50s for a lot of us. It's 60 degrees in Westerly, and we're going to continue to warm up today. So here's a look at what we're expecting. So the low pressure system that brought us some of the showers, it's already moved off out of here. The closest one we have to us is down towards the south in DC area, and that's just going to be putting out just some little waves of energy that can help get us some of those little spot showers here and there. Again, we're not really going to see a whole lot. It's going to be about less than 20%, but that'll more so increase in the evening hours. So moving into the morning time, we'll be in those mid 60s around the area. We'll see those sun and clouds move in and out throughout the day. And like I said, a couple little spot showers can pop up around the area. It's going to be pretty light, so we'll catch some sprinkles out of it, and some of it won't even make it to the ground. But for our overall high today, a lot of us will be in those upper 60s and low 70s around the area. So just expect those temperatures to be pretty nice. It would be pretty comfortable with the mixture of sun and clouds moving in and out of the area throughout the day. Winds will stay pretty light, 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we head into the overnight hours, that's where the rain chances will start to pick up. But again, we're still looking at only about 20% even in the overnight hours. So our high tide is going to come in this morning at 9:29 a.m. at Newport. Low tide will be at 2:28 p.m. And those swells will be about 2 feet. Water temperature right now is about 62 degrees. So here's what we're watching. We're tracking the tropics. So the red X right here, this is really the one we're focused on because this has the chance of forming 90% in the next 2 days. The one behind it, this is at a 20%. So we're not focused on this one just yet. This one's more of the area of concern. And this is Invest 92L. So as you take a look at where this is going, and let's watch with the tracks, and I've put the satellite on it as well. So as the sun's starting to come up, we can start to see some of that satellite imagery. But the water temperatures are in the 80s. So you need the warm water to really help fuel these hurricanes during hurricane season. So here's some of those sample tracks that they're looking at where this could be moving to. So fingers crossed this does not make landfall. So 7-day forecast. Today will be in the 70s, some of us in the upper 60s, but moving into tomorrow, same as today. Again, just a couple little spot showers here and there. And then as we move into Wednesday, we have the dry pattern. So high pressure system sets in. First day of summer will be in the mid 70s, and we'll keep that with us through Friday. But then Saturday, even as we warm up, we'll start to get some of those scattered showers moving into the forecast.
All right, Skylar. Well, me and Yanni are very excited over here on the desk for the kickoff of summer on Wednesday. Nice warmer temps. I guess we'll compete who will get more
80s?
tan. Yeah. We'll have a tan off over here. Yeah.
All right. Well, taking a look at entertainment news now. The son of a legendary comic artist and writer is taking issue with the new Disney Plus documentary, Stan Lee. Jack Kirby was a co-creator of Marvel heroes, including Captain America, Hulk, Thor, and Fantastic Four. Now, Kirby's son Neil, however, through his daughter's Twitter account, posting a lengthy essay decrying Lee's tendency to take credit, saying, quote, according to Lee, it was always his idea.
Gal Gadot is a secret agent trying to, what else, save the world. In the first full trailer for Heart of Stone, the Wonder Woman star plays a member of a covert peacekeeping organization that's breached by bad guys. Heart of Stone premieres August 11th on Netflix. If Wonder Woman has a spy thriller, why not Superman? Argylle, starring Henry Cavill, now has a release date. Apple Original Films and Universal are set to open the film in theaters February 2nd, 2024, before its streaming debut on Apple TV+. Cavill plays the title role, a spy with amnesia who's led to believe he's a best-selling spy novelist.
And actress Linda Hamilton is taking on a new role. While she may be best known for playing Sarah Connor in the Terminator movies, Hamilton is now joining in on the cast of Stranger Things for its 5th and final season. The show, of course, is a huge hit on Netflix, and the company's chief action officer happens to be none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger, Hamilton's Terminator co-star. Now, Hamilton says she is a huge fan of Stranger Things, just like all of us, and it's unclear what role she will be playing in season 5, but certainly I'm going to be watching along to see what role she plays in that.
I know, absolutely exciting. All right, as the school year ends and summer vacation begins, parents and teachers are concerned students will experience learning loss during the summer months. There are ways to prevent what is known as the summer brain drain. ABC's Becky Worley has the details in today's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, school's out. But there's a downside to this school vacation: summer learning loss.
As a teacher, I do know about the summer slide is a real thing for sure. I see it every fall when we get back to school. I think we try to do a lot that doesn't seem like schoolwork.
A 2020 study found that students lost on average between 17 and 28% of their school year gains in reading and between 25 and 34% of math gains, all during summertime. Plus, a new crop of educational games can not only stave off learning loss, but supplement reading challenges, as national data on proficiency shows kids are falling behind.
If your child needs math practice, figure out creative ways that they can do math.
Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll share some tips on how to tackle summer slide with your kids. With your GMA First Look, I'm Becky Worley, ABC News, Oakland, California.
We'll be back with a look at your news on the go.
Welcome to Claim to Fame.
Here we go. For these 12 A-lister relatives, surviving this game of deception will be...
I think he's related to Janet Jackson, Harrison Ford, Gal Gadot.
Your celebrity relative is...
Claim to Fame premieres June 26th on ABC.
Call the Car Wreck Pro at 1-800-LAW-1222. I'm attorney Rob Levine, the heavy hitter.
Dust and debris can leave your carpets, upholstery, and more looking dull and dirty. Stanley Steamer certified technicians can remove the buildup and restore your home to a cleaner and healthier space. For a fresh start this season, call or go online to schedule your deep cleaning with Stanley Steamer today.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Now get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
Kayaking is my thing.
Running is awesome.
But her moderate to severe eczema would make her skin so uncomfortable.
I was always so itchy, especially when I was hot.
Now my skin doesn't itch as much.
Now we're staying ahead of her eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion, and Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so they can have clearer skin and less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a wonderful thing.
Ask your child's eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal their skin from within.
Now's the time for cleaner indoor air with an air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. You've known us for carpet cleaning, but we've been cleaning air ducts for over 20 years. We do things the right way, cleaning your entire system. So if you need an air duct cleaning, call 1-800-STEAMER today.
Welcome back at 6:54. Time for your news on the go, all your headlines, weather, and traffic. After days of searching, the daughter of Taunton Mayor Shauna O'Connell is found safe in Ohio. O'Connell posted to her Facebook page Sunday, elated her daughter Riley O'Connell had been found. In a statement, the mayor said, quote, "We are grateful that Riley has been found. She is currently receiving medical attention." And later today, Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee will sign legislation making June 19th a state holiday. The Juneteenth holiday started with an early celebration in Newport on Sunday. Senator Jack Reed has joined by the Rhode Island Slave History Medallions to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. The celebration continues today at Washington Square Park.
And a Cranston man has been arrested following his alleged involvement with a bank robbery Friday morning. That robbery happening at Park Avenue Citizens Bank in Cranston. 58-year-old Gino Rotundo had posted bail back in April following a standoff with police in North Providence last year, and he also had an active warrant out for his arrest for shoplifting and violating a no-contact order in Coventry. Police arrested Rotundo after he was found sleeping in a storage facility on Phoenix Avenue. And a 5-car crash on one of Cape Cod's busiest bridges brought traffic to a near halt on Saturday. The cars collided head-on and forced the Sagamore Bridge to close until the wreckage had been removed. The bridge is one of two that connects Cape Cod to the mainland. Officials there say several people were injured and taken to the hospital. All of them, however, are expected to be okay. Now, before you head out the door, let's take one last look at the roads. Taking a look outside over a foggy sky cam right now, showing things are moving along pretty well. Let's give you a look at your drive times one last time before we go. 95 northbound, Attleboro to Canton. Things are moving smoothly, along there.
All right, let's get one last look at the forecast. Here's Skylar.
We're going to be warming up today. We'll be in those 60s by 10 a.m. and then by the time we get into lunchtime and afterwards, we'll start to see some of those 70-degree temperatures. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little spot shower pop up here and there, especially as we head into the evening hours. But again, just a little light sprinkle. So we're looking at temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s today. Some light winds, that mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day. So today and tomorrow will be about the same. Low chances of some showers popping into the area, but really not that big of a deal. Mostly increasing in the overnight hours before Wednesday, our first day of summer begins. 74 degrees for Wednesday, dry pattern on the way in. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday looking pretty good until we get to Saturday. So even though we're warming up on Saturday, we will be expecting some scattered showers in that forecast.
That's all for now. Good Morning America is coming up next.
And be sure to join us for ABC6 News at noon. And for the latest news, traffic, and weather anytime, abc6.com is always on. Have a great day.
Out the door forecast with me weekday mornings starting at 5 a.m.
Wife is due?
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming by the show.
You bet your life.
You were a prison guard. I like to crack that whip. This was on your bucket list?
It was.
Some people aim higher, but yes.
Every weekday.
Good job, you guys.
You Bet Your Life, weekdays at 4:30 on ABC6.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
Frisky's World, the perfect reminder that life's more fun in the deep end.
Yeah, so never stop exploring. Always keep it real.
And do whatever floats your boat, just like we do.
Feed their fantasy.
Friskies.
My mom says that Breyers is made with real milk. I think I can hear them moving.
Breyers Natural Vanilla is made with 100% grade A milk and cream and only sustainably farmed vanilla. Better starts with Breyers.
You've evolved. You've changed. So have we. That's why new Dove Body Wash now has 24-hour renewing micro moisture for continuous care. New Dove Body Wash. Change is beautiful.
Stay tuned for Good Morning America, starting in 60 seconds with the nation's top headlines and news from around the world, live from Times Square in New York.
Frankie's International Bistro believes that great food starts with the best ingredients. They source organic ingredients from the finest local and international producers so that every dish is memorable. Whether you're in the mood for a hearty house-made pasta dish or a succulent grass-fed steak, they have something for everyone. Experience dining at the next level with friends or with family. Everyone will leave with a smile. So make the right choice for dinner tonight. Frankie's International Bistro. Something for everyone.
We weren't expecting anything besides having that healthy baby in our arms. In the last 5 minutes of my labor and delivery was when I noticed something was wrong because their faces said it all. They kept saying her heart's dropping, her heart rate's dropping. What are we gonna do? And they started putting a breathing tube in her and my heart just sank. That's when I really started praying.